Hello. I think this works. Okay. Both of my microphones are kind of being weird today. So I hope that's fixed now. Yeah, both of my microphones are being weird today. So and chat as well. So I don't really know what to do anymore. Yeah. Migraine is still here. I actually took a nap. Like I tweeted pain or something. I think I tweeted something, and I just passed out in bed. And the sad part is like I wasn't even able to remove my makeup. So I'm preparing myself for breakouts tomorrow when I wake up. So I also saw on replies to the tweet that I could have coffee, but I don't have instant coffee. So I went to the closest convenience store and I bought like bottled coffee, and they didn't have kopeko. So I just got Great Taste. It's this one. I got this one. This chocolate mocha. I don't know what this tastes like. I just hope it tastes nice. I picked something that isn't remotely just pure coffee, and hopefully maybe the chocolate flavor will help. So yeah, I might just make this a very short stream. I just really felt bad about missing a schedule. So I'm gonna do my best. Grade it from what? Are you grading me on the pain scale? Verbal rating scale for pain? Or are you asking me to rate my coffee? It's actually a very long bottle. Like it's an elongated bottle, but it's like 200 mils only. It's so weird. It's so weird. It's like 200 ml, but it's really long. The pain scale. Before I went to sleep, it was around 8. Like I really couldn't keep my eyes open at the time. But after waking up, I'd say it's around the 5 for now. Yeah. Could have just taken a day off too. No, I don't like postponing streams if I can help it. So I just like passed out earlier. It did help a little bit, although like the nagging pain is still kind of there, like the nagging pain and stuff. So anyway, I have been doing a little bit of work. Thank you so much, everyone. Yeah, I hope I do feel better soon. I don't like this feeling at all. It's not fun. I would never want to have a migraine. Like for some reason, most of the time, I get migraines when there are important things going on. Like sometimes it just happens. So sometimes when it's a big collab, I end up getting a headache or a migraine. I feel so bad. I don't know. It just does that. It's like my body knows that something important is going to happen, and like, yeah. I drink coffee. I don't like coffee, but someone told me that coffee might make me feel better. It was a reply on Twitter, so I bought coffee. Maybe the caffeine might help. Anyway, as you can see, I have been working a little bit on the canvas, just a little bit. I added a little bit of the reds here, a little bit of the golds here. Oh, what I don't have is tissue. I think I can get tissue on the other table. Wait. Who gave you that advice? Was it not? Miria gave me that advice. Miria gave me that advice. What do you mean? Got some tissue drippings. Alright. So I also went to National Bookstore. Because okay, here are my original brushes. I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see it, but they've started to fray a little bit. in the brush department, like especially this fine tip brush. You probably won't be able to see it because it's a little bit too fine, but the brushes are fraying out instead of like staying inwards or staying tapered. And this other one, if you might remember, was actually a longer brush, but it got too clumped up on one end, so I had to snip it off, and now it just feels really weird. So yeah, I'd say they're still usable, but they're not nice anymore. So I managed to find a cheap brush set in National Bookstore. It had 6 different pieces of brushes, 6 different brushes. So I have a very thick one over here. It's also like an angled brush. I have some relatively thinner ones as well. This is the thinnest one to date, and I think this green one is a lot thinner than the thin one that was supplied to me by the painting kit. So I think that's cool. And then I have some synthetic brushes as well here, like with the white tips. The thing is, when I opened it, these brushes come from a lot of different brands. I got this for like 150 pesos. But for some reason, they're not even sharing the same brand. It's like they're picked off from other brush packs and just jumbled together. Right. So I hope I can make a little bit of progress to make something visible on the side of the tower. So we might work on that for today. Yeah, they are assorted brushes. It's really nice. And I got it for cheap as well, so I can't really complain. But technically I was complaining while I was looking through National Bookstore because there just really wasn't that big of a selection there in the first place. Like, they have a lot of paints and I don't particularly mind, but I don't need paint. I need paintbrushes. So they have really fancy paintbrushes, but they don't have fancy, they have really fancy paint, but they don't have fancy paintbrushes. Miria, hello, welcome to the stream. I'm pretty sure this isn't the quietest I can be. I'm trying to I don't know. I said it was gonna be a quiet stream, but it doesn't seem so quiet right now. I also don't see the magic in National Bookstores anymore. Oh my god, so true. I can feel that too. It just doesn't feel the same anymore. I used to be very, very excited visiting National Bookstore. I used to be very, very excited, but nowadays it feels like it's just a store now. It just feels like a store now at this rate. Not that it's a bad thing, of course, but okay, let me start painting already. Well, when I meant quiet, I meant like gonna be a softer kind of stream. Like, I won't be as chaotic or something. But yeah, it just feels weird. It doesn't feel so bookstory anymore. It feels more stationery supplies and all that jazz. I wouldn't say it's a bad thing, but it doesn't hit the same anymore. Fully booked is the new jam. I don't know if there's a nearby fully booked to me. I don't know where to look for one. But yeah, I suppose so. It just kind of sucks though. I used to be able to like buy a lot of nice stuff from National without having to go to the more expensive bookstores. But yeah, I guess maybe it's a thing that happens when you get older. Regressed hard. Yeah, it really feels like it's more stationary than anything else. I still see a little bit of books and all, but it just doesn't compare to its heyday, if you know what I mean. I can't even find X-Acto knives. Actually, yeah, there has been like a major downgrade with their stocks for the more, I don't know, catered kind of like stuff. It's really weird. Really, really weird. I'm not a fan of how it's turning out though. I just hope like maybe it's just because of the... Oh, here's another thing that I don't particularly like. It's probably a Miria thing. But you know how I complained about restaurants always using QR codes for their menus? Now you can't even look at the price of National Bookstore products without opening a QR code. And it's like the most infuriating thing ever. Because like, huh? Why can't you just display the price on print? Printed on the freaking price tag. That's the reason why there's supposed to be a price tag there, right? Yeah, like they've erased printed prices. They've erased printed prices on national, or at least the national bookstores I've been to. Like there's literally no semblance of a number on there except for the code and then the QR. And you have to download the app just to check how much an item is. And I was like, that's so gatekeep. I wouldn't, okay fine, maybe gatekeepy isn't the correct term. But I just felt like that's an extra step instead of like just me looking at the price tag on it. It's like it's so frustrating because like I just want to see how much this book is, and then the price tag is telling me you can only scan this via the National Bookstore app QR. I was like, huh? Why do I have to do that? Why do I have to go through such great lengths when you can just pretty much print it? Like it was pretty okay before. Where and when did they have the time to actually do something like this? It was so annoying. If you want cheap or affordable, Palenque or online. If you want premium, it's so weird. It's clearly okay to have both, right? Like I don't. If they can print the barcode scan number, why can't they just print the number? I mean, that's how they used to do it. I don't know what prompted that sort of change. It's really, really weird. I'm not a fan of it, to be honest. And yeah, it's been like that for most of the national bookstores I've been to. So, not my thing. Is the NBS app? No, I don't have the app. Like, I just suffer. I didn't download the National Bookstore app to spite them and probably to end up spiting myself too. But I didn't get the app, so like, if I want to buy something, I'm just gonna hope it's within budget. Like that's been my game plan ever since I learned that you have to have the app to QR read it. So for my peace of mind, I don't really install a lot of apps onto my phone anymore. It's like, seriously, does everything have to have an app? It's so weird. Like, I get it, technological developments, wanting to stay in with the trend, but when virtually every restaurant and every service you want to have has an app, it's like, I mean, it's not bad, I guess. It increases your, what do you call that? It increases your accessibility to an extent. But, I don't know. Can't we just have it old-fashioned? Yeah. Rest Shell. It's just for books, I assume. Have you heard of the Juicero? What's Juicero? So pretty. It's coming together nicely, right? I am happy that it is. When the start was pretty much just like blobs of paint, now it's like blobs of paint with meaning. Actually has meaning now. It's coming together nicely. The new brushes actually feel nice though, not gonna lie. Like it feels nice and pleasant and easy to control paint with. Having apps locks users into their own ecosystem. But na lang di ako kumuha ng MBS card thingy. I used to have a National Bookstore card, like when the concept was fairly new. And I like the concept of paying for something and getting points in exchange, and then those points mean actual money at some point. Like, I feel like that was a nice incentive. Lalo na yung sa SM Advantage card. Like, the points there actually helped me when I was in a pickle when I wanted to buy something for work. And then I couldn't buy it because I was missing a few pesos. But apparently I had money in my I had points basically in SM Advantage card. So I was able to use that. That was great. But yeah, sorry, you're just hearing me rant about how much of a grandma I've become. I refuse to embrace technology. I want to stay in the Middle Ages. Not really. Juicero is a device pretty popular late 20... Oh wait, it disappeared. I think it's convenient because of the number of SMs. Okay. Anyway, I want to like stay as a grandma. I just wanna like mind my own business. Mind my own business and stuff. And just complain about how the youngins are doing. Oh my god, all of this technology is making my brain hurt. Yeah, something like that. Something to that extent. I'll just be like that grandma that always complains about how technology keeps advancing. It's the concept of Internet of Things, IoT, that corpos are pushing to literally make everything connected to the internet, including hardware, appliances, and all that other stuff. Yeah, honestly, especially with the rise of like Google Home. Wait, let me fix my camera a little bit. Especially with the rise of like Google Home, like Hey Google and stuff like that. It's really out there now. It's like ano yun? Like technology to control your appliances and stuff like that. I wouldn't say it's a bad thing, but what if you just get locked out of stuff like that because you lose access of something critical, and I don't know. I'm just really afraid. I guess we're really turning into a cyberpunk dystopia right now. Device that squeezes out a pack of juice for you to consume. It needs to be connected to the internet. Mind you that it only squeezes a pack of juice to your cup. Wow, that's a thing? At least Nespresso doesn't need internet. My tito and tita have like an espresso machine. So at least that one doesn't need to be connected to the internet. But Juicero sounds pretty obnoxious for needing the internet to actually just squeeze a pack of juice into a cup. Oh, it's so hard for me to see. The headache is kind of making it hard to process space and stuff. Okay. Getting locked out is a nightmare. Needlessly connected to the internet. We cyberpunk already. Corpos have their own parcels of lands ready. I don't want the espresso maker of my aunt and uncle to be connected to the internet ever. That's gonna be so weird. It just doesn't make sense. Skip muna small parts. I'm gonna try. I want to make this tower more towery, you know? Doesn't Nespresso have a barcode scanner that only... It's halfway there, but at least it doesn't need internet. I don't know. I've only like had Nespresso from my aunt and uncle's place once. It was so bitter. I mean, what did you expect, Miria? It was pretty much like coffee, like espresso at its finest. So I don't know what I expected. What is Keurig? Wait, Keurig is more inclusive. It reminds me of a game that said the coffee machine needs a firmware. What? Why does it need a firmware update? I swear, the more technology evolves, the more it really scares me, and the more it makes me realize that times truly are different nowadays. Makes me sound like an aged person, but yeah, I really can't imagine. Like, I really can't imagine life like this anymore. Like my peaceful, tranquil farm life being disrupted by invasive technology. Baka yung paint talaga yung tingin. Hey, no, I know I'm painting with brown, but it doesn't mean I'm tasting the coffee in it. But yeah, although it was nice, I guess, when I was able to have coffee that my tita made, my aunt made, because she added a really nice mix of sweet milk, and the sweet milk actually helped it taste better, because maybe I just like my coffee sweet if I actually have to. In any case, this great taste bottled coffee isn't so bad, but I still like Kopiko better. I hope you're all having a good evening. Yeah, I have a migraine, but I'm doing okay. I get to still paint a little bit. Oh, Keurig is also a coffee machine that accepts more pods. Do you take your vitamins? Actually, I do take Centrum, but not the silver one. I do take Centrum, but I think it's just Centrum Advance. The silver one I think is the one for old people. But there was one time that they didn't have stock of the regular Centrum, so I was forced to buy the old person Centrum at some point in my life. Does great taste actually taste great? It's okay for what it is, but I wouldn't. And you're asking someone that doesn't really like coffee, right? So I'd say it's pretty mid. I don't know. I don't really have a good grasp of being able to rate how coffee is supposed to taste like, and if it tastes really nice. So you have to take it with a grain of salt. Miria has a migraine on my white flower. Actually, I smell like Tiger Balm right now. If you know what Tiger Balm is. Yeah. Did I eat? Not yet. I'll probably eat after stream. Let it digest a little bit before I... Oh my god, is that the cat again? Oh my god, wait! Did you guys hear that? Did you hear something topple? Did you hear something topple? I think that might be a cat again. Why do they call it Kopiko when she was... Never mind. What do you mean? Wait, oops. Where's the cat? Oh man. Okay. No, I really don't close the window. I really don't close the window into my kitchen area because it gets really stuffy really quickly. No, it might scratch me. I can't show you the cat. Like if I decide to like just randomly pick it up. Narinig namin yung hiss ni Miria. Oh, sorry. You have to try your best to get rid of the cat as harmlessly as possible, you know? So that's a harmless Miria hiss. Hiss. How did you get it out? Oh, it saw me. It saw me. It like tensed up, and then when I did a psst, it kind of like rushed out of the window. I would never touch a stray cat. Okay, here's the thing. I would never touch a stray cat because I might get rabies if I get scratched or bit or whatever. And I have already been scratched by a stray cat before when I was in high school, and I was rushed to the emergency room. And everyone was like really panicky because they didn't want the school to be liable for like me getting rabies while I was in class. Well, not really in class, but like while I was on premise. While I was in the premises of school. Suffice it to say, I hated those rabies shots. They were so painful, and they were using a really, really, really big needle, and I was like halfway to crying just because of it. It was absolutely horrible. It was a very, very, very big needle. And they also like injected me on the bum. Like butt exposure. Absolute butt exposure for an injection. It was the worst experience ever. Yeah. Was it a school cat? No, it didn't belong to the school. There weren't any cats on campus when that happened. And just suddenly there was a cat there. And because Miria being Miria, oh, it's a cat though, I pet. And then I was petting it, and then it went like... And then I died. And then like I was panicking, like, no, what if I get rabies? I'm gonna die. And then like I was panicking to my teacher, and they were like, okay, Miria, we'll be sending you to the hospital, okay? Stuff like that. Yeah, so I did get shots. Afterwards, I did get shots. And like, I was in a lot of pain, especially with the thick needles. Oh, I wouldn't say thick, but like, it was a very large dose of the medicine, or at least they were using the thicker ones. Like, it really hurt, cause like it was on the bum. It really hurt. It was on the bum, and like, ano yun? My butt was really sore. Yeah, well, not really as a butt, but like on the, you know how glutes are like the biggest muscle, the biggest muscle in your body. So yeah, that's a gluteal mass. I wouldn't say like, yeah. Did I say in? I didn't say in. I said on. Did I say in? Oh my god. Yeah, come on, you're better than that. On the butt, on the butt, on the butt. Creatures with rabies off only have a few days left to live, so it's known and contained animal. It shouldn't do damage other than tetanus. I don't know. The cat was unaccounted for school property or school ownership or whatever, so couldn't really take the risk. And I was like a high schooler, so yeah. It was on. It was on the butt. It was on the butt. Please. It was an injection. It was an injection. Not a suppository. Now, why would I need an enema? Enema or whatever. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's good. Dashing there. I'm going to re-watch the VOD. I'm pretty sure I said on. But yeah, I could be wrong. And I could be saying the wrong things. But it was on the butt. It was on the butt. Okay. Let's try other colors for this one. Yeah. It surprises me that I think this is my 4th or my 3rd painting stream. Like my 4th painting stream, I feel. But so far, the paint hasn't dried up at all. They're still pretty okay. They're still pretty decent. I mean, I'm attributing it to the fact that I'm like taking care of it and all, but it's still pretty nice that it's still very glossy. It hasn't crusted over or whatever inside the lalagyan and stuff like that. So I'd say really nice investment for this. If anything, it really made me want to paint a lot more. But I feel like I'd still need some hand holding to paint, because I don't think I can paint without a guide, like numbers or something. I think this is number 4. I was wondering, when you started painting on this on stream, how many streams do you think it would take? Oh, I was pretty much overestimating myself. I thought I could get this done in maybe like 4. But considering the magnitude of the I wouldn't say magnitude. Considering how detailed it actually is, I was completely overestimating myself. It's totally gonna take me so much longer than that. Yeah, the amount of detail. Hand holding, you know how you hand holding, spoon feeding, those kinds of terms. For practicing, I really can't. I don't think I have the skills to paint without a guide or a reference. So that will remain a very distant dream until I'm fully confident that I can do it on my own. Look at that left side. Yeah, it's still pretty bare and empty when you look at it that way. Okay, right here. And considering that this is just going to be a short stream, I'm estimating that this will probably take me maybe around 15 plus streams, I think. Or maybe 10 plus streams, because 15 is still 10 plus. Hey, something around that time frame, you know. That seems a little bit more realistic than me saying, oh, this will be done in 4 streams. No cap. Imagine abutin pa ng anniversary. Hindi naman. I hope not, at least. Can I move this a little bit closer to my face because I can't see anymore? Nabot ng monetization, and if that counts. Oh, right! Oh, you're right. Monetization was at February 20-something-ish, I think. And then a month after that is like an membership anniversary. Top of the tower is looking good. Yeah, thank you. Alright, you can see Akabeko over here. Akabeko. Blink. And this is the amethyst rock geode thingy. I don't know if I've ever shown it on stream. So let me try to do that right now. I've never shown it on stream, now that I think about it. So yeah, ta-da! It's the geode. It's the geode. It's my favorite geode. It's the pizza rock. I never really displayed it now that I think about it. Like, it's always at the back of my computer. Yeah, okay, so like, this is the amethyst geode that Bosu got me for Christmas. It's really nice. It's a massive rock. I somehow also call it my turtle rock. How does it feel like to bite? It's kind of crunchy. Kind of hard too. Anyway, so like I actually call this my turtle rock because if you look at the striations here over at the side, it kind of reminds me of, did you really just bite it? Yeah, I bit it for you guys. I wanted to demonstrate the sound of teeth against amethyst rock. So if you heard that, then you heard it. Okay, so I actually call this my turtle rock because if you look at the striations over at the side of the geode, it really looks like a turtle shell. It really looks like a very nice turtle shell. You can see this is like the unpolished rock over on the backside, and this is where it like transitions with the striations of the gemstone formation, and then like yeah, the pizza. So it also looks like it really reminds me of a turtle. So like something like that. I can also remove it from the base technically, so you can also see a little bit of how it was processed and developed as such. So yeah, there are some blue lines over here, like the transition of the rocks before they mined it, I guess. I'm not sure. I'm not very knowledgeable about rocks and stuff. But yeah, ta-da! Pizza rock! It's so shiny and glimmery. Is the purple side jagged to the touch? Yeah, if you can see the texture, if you can see where the shines are, that's where most of the rocks look. They kind of, yeah, they kind of like are very jagged and stuff like that. It's very, you know, if I hit someone on the face with this one, they're probably gonna get like not just a massive concussion, but probably like smaller micro cuts or something. Because it's very jagged. If you can see the where the light kind of like shimmers on, where it kind of shimmers, those are the pointed ends of the thing. So there are a lot. But again, panhilod. I mean, sure, but I don't think it's gonna be as fine as a pumice stone. Tested on wasn't no. Okay, so I'm just gonna put that here. It's not as visible because the light doesn't hit it on this part. But anyway, as I was saying, okay. It's like a fossilized slice of ube cake. You know what? Ube cake would be so nice right now. Ube cake would be so nice right now. Speaking of cake. Okay, I know it's still a while before my birthday, but I'm really thinking hard on a baking stream. I really want to bake a birthday cake. I want to decorate it on stream. I'm going to make it out of ube. I'm gonna make an ube cake. I don't want a cheesecake. I want an actual ube cake. Pag binato mo yun sa tao, is it a bleed or tulog? All of the above. I want to make a baking stream. So I will have to buy an oven at some point in my life. Okay. I'll have to buy an oven, I guess. I don't have a small oven. Oops. I don't have a small oven yet, that's the thing. It'll probably take a while. I'll buy it at some point before. Maybe I can be able to buy it on April and test it out before anything else, since the birthday stream is going to be on May pa naman. But yeah. Chocolate making was a success, so this feels like a good stuff. Oh, thank you for thinking it was a success. That makes me feel happy. I really want to be someone that does like cooking or a lot of hobby streams without like messing up a lot. I wanna make it look nice. I don't wanna make horrifying creations, you know. I wanna make it look tasty. I wanna make it look nice, and I actually wanna feel proud of myself for making something remotely edible. Try making the ube cake I showed. I really want to make ube cake because I think it's like the perfect Miria color, and at the same time it's still going to taste nice because I love ube. I mean, I absolutely love ube, so I don't see a reason why not, but I want to make ube cake because it's purple and I want to decorate it like as well. I used to be such a fan of Goldilocks decorate your own cake even though it was just a mamon. Even if it was just a mamon. Decorate your own cake pero mamon lang. But it was fun though because they gave you like decoratey stuff. If you make something scary, I'm sure it'll only be on purpose. Yeah, I don't want to purposefully make mistakes. Like, I don't think it's inherently like very Miria to want to make I don't know, mistakes or something. I guess I don't like doing horrifying things on stream. I won't be able to stomach it, I think. Yeah, the ones with the included icing. Like, it was nice to experience it. I really liked the concept. But I wish they kind of like made it like bigger cakes and stuff. Oh, my favorite part about Red Ribbon and Goldilocks cakes is their, you know what they use to pipe lettering dedications for cakes? I love those. I want to buy a whole tube of those like glossy lettering icing, and I just want to eat it because it has a really nice flavor. Example ng horrifying. I don't know. Like, things that aren't even remotely edible and just really done for the sake of chaos. Okay, here's the thing. I really don't like wasting. I really don't like being wasteful. I grew up knowing that if there's food on my plate, I'd have to finish it. Because sayang, and my parents paid for that, so you know, I can't go off just like buying things and wasting them like that. For the most part though, I'm not the best example because sometimes if there's something I really can't eat, I don't eat it. But at the very least, I try my best to not be wasteful at all, because I don't know, it just feels like a Like, even if I had money, I don't think I would be very wasteful about things. But the thing is, I don't. I'll have the added benefit of being able... okay, here's the thing. I don't have the added benefit of disposable income. I can't just, like, buy things willy-nilly and just do whatever with it. So everything that I do has to have purpose, or at the very least, the money that I spend should at least be put to good use, or at least I have benefited from it at some point. So like the stuff that I used for the chocolate making stream, I'm still making chocolates right now kasi sayang. So I still have sprinkles. I have to, sometimes I snack on the sprinkles for really big sugar rush just in case I need it, because I really don't want my money to go to waste. Colored sugar mix? I don't know how to make it. I wanna buy packets. I wanna buy tubes of those things. I love it so much. Like, if I'm having a birthday, tapos I'm getting like a Goldilocks cake or a red ribbon cake, gusto ko yung dedication cake na ganon. Tapos kinascoop out ko lang yung ano. Kinascoop out ko lang yung icing dedication na yun. Baka magsayin ng pagkain, madaming nagugutom. Oo nga. Tapos parang, in my mind, like, pag kinain ko naman to, hindi naman sila mabubusog. I was like that kind of kid back then. But then I understood I understood when I grew older that, you know what, okay, fine. I was such a snarky kid back then. I would say like, but that's not gonna make those hungry kids feel better or something. But then I realized, when I started, going to college and I had a very limited amount of money, that, okay, you're right, I shouldn't be so wasteful and stuff like that. I should try to maximize whatever I have on my table, because I cannot bear the thought of like spending only just to throw it away or make something that I can't even like use, even if it's just for the entertainment of things. But that's just me, okay? That's just me. If I had disposable income, I'd never have to set an alarm ever again. I wish I had disposable income. Can you make brownies out of it? I think I can. It's just a matter of like, I feel like I might need more chocolate, compound chocolate for the brownies though, because I only have a few left. I actually have been snacking on the compound bar as well. Like I'm just eating it raw. How hard is college? I don't know. I struggled a bit. I struggled a lot. I'm not really the best person to ask with regards to college stuff, but I'm glad I'm out of it already. Yeah, daddy cake sounds so nice. Hey, to be fair, yeah, hirap kumita ngayon, but like, to be fair, if I do make purchases, I make sure that I'm getting the most out of it. So like, I usually apply that to my mindset if I'm buying a game. Like, okay, if I'm looking at Steam and there's a sale right now, there's a game that I want to buy, I'm like, okay, how many times do I see myself actually playing this in the future? Or like, right now, my mindset is like, oh, can I stream this game? Am I allowed to stream this game? And that mostly decides if I should buy it or not. Because, you know, sayang naman if I can't stream it. So yeah. The only time this mindset backfires if I'm experimenting with recipes. Oh yeah, that's why I hate experimentation. But to be fair, it can't be that bad, right? Like, maybe you can still make something out of it, or it's not, at least it's not grossly inedible. Me is starting to have that content creator brain. I'm actually really sad though when I think about it a lot. Like, most of the time my brain is hardwired to think like, oh, can I stream this? Instead of like, oh hey, I would really want this game because I see myself enjoying this in the long run. So it's a very different experience to want to play a game because you want to play it, just because you want to play it, versus like, oh, this is totally stream worthy, I could totally add this to my stream list kind of like mindset. Speaking of bawat, di dapat nagtitipid sa pagkain. Ano bang gagawin ko? Better streamer brain than Wattpad brain. What do you mean? What is that supposed to mean? But yeah, I kind of feel like most of the games I really play, I'm glad that the games that I'm playing are games that I already have before and things that I enjoyed from like way back before. When I was like but a wee little babe. Because at least I'm like not spending so much on it, which is why I don't really get to buy a lot of like really fancy games or like new games. It takes me a while to get into like it takes a while before I get into like a currently hyped game by the community. It took me a while to get started on Call to the Lamb, but I really wanted to. Stuff like that. I think the only time I ever really bought a game for my streaming career, just to help with my streaming part, is like the only major game purchase that I've done, is like Elden Ring. And I haven't really played Miria in a while, but I have been playing like a different file for myself, like just a plain ass Miria that isn't ugly file for Elden Ring. So I still think that despite the fact that I bought it for like my streaming goals, or not really goals, but my streaming plans, I still managed to like use up as much as I could about that price, right? The simulators, yeah, I still do have them. I guess we'll get there at some point. It's just that I feel a lot more comfortable. I just feel a lot more comfortable doing the streams for the past few weeks. Like, it's so easy for me to prep them, to start them, and to generally just like play or paint or read, compared to the higher intensity skill game thingy mabob like Elden Ring. What do you mean Miria isn't ugly though? Oh, don't lie to me. I know everyone was looking at her and wondering what went wrong with the world. Oh, this particular paint color has the feeling of being a little too smudgy. You do be having a good flow right now. I know, I feel like I really am. It really has been helping me because like these streams are a lot easier for me to do and like more comfortable for me to get started with compared to like trying a new game. But I will try to go back to my backlogs, although I feel like there are some... Oh no, this paint is goopy now. I feel like there are some games that I don't think I can go back to anymore. Kind of like Undertale. I feel like it's been so long. I honestly still go back to once in a while to that Carnival Park roller coaster simulator stream. Oh, glorious, glorious days. I just wish it worked. I still want to play it though, but for some reason it just doesn't translate well onto OBS. How's your migraine? It's still there. I'd rate it a 4 out of 5, but it's still pretty much there. Not the worst thing in the world right now, but it still kind of bums because it's pain in my head. But it's okay. Like I said though, this is just going to be a short stream. It's never too late to go back on game backlogs unless it's like 10 years ago. No, it is. No, I feel like... Okay, here's the thing. I feel like it's a little bit too late for the streaming part. Like, but I can still go back to it like as a player, just a player, just me, not really as Miria to stream it on live and stuff. I feel like that's a thing. What's one game on your backlog that you guys still haven't finished? I personally feel like a major backlog for my end that I still do want to try is like Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. I haven't really gotten to maximize Sunbreak because, well, I just haven't, which kind of sucks. I really do want to like play it again, but you know how it is. That's okay. Shadow of War and DMC5. I see. What about the others? This Gaia, Witcher 3, and Bloodborne. Oh my god, I have the entire Witcher series on Steam because it went on sale once, but like, damn, I haven't even started on it. Some streamers play Castlevania on stream. How many years is that backlog though? Trails of Cold Steel. Ooh. I'm literally at the ending and I still haven't finished Bravely Default 2. How is Bravely Default 2? I only played the original Bravely Default. Or Default, I don't know. It was enjoyable. It was a light-hearted game. I liked it. Sunbreak is still on my backlog. Haven't hunted the monsters. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have time to grind it out. That's the thing. Okay, like here's the thing about like all of these grindy games. I just don't have the time anymore, and it just really sucks because I do enjoy these games. I just wish that, you know, if time never existed and there was never any responsibility that I have to behold and stuff, I feel like I would pretty much just be spending my life playing games, reading books, watching TV. But life dictates otherwise. I've always been wondering what it would be like to actually be like a full-time streamer. Or like a full-time VTuber. I feel like it's complicated, but it sounds like a lot of fun. But at the same time, it's like I'm making what is originally fun to me into a job. So I don't know how to feel about it, but I've always considered the thought. I've always like considered the thought about like full-timing being a VTuber, but then I don't really have that kind of opportunities right now. Assassin's Creed 3 started and then college happened. Last of Us for PC. Children of Morta. You have time, you just have different priorities. I don't know, that's one way to put it. But yeah, I've always like considered the thought of being a full-time streamer. But I don't have the resources to do that right now. Most definitely like not right now. But it actually made me think though, like would I actually enjoy being a full-time like VTuber? Like would I actually like look forward to a day where I can just be a full-time VTuber? And I thought about it long and hard at some point in my life, which is like maybe a few months ago, and I was like thinking about my career options and stuff like that. I thought about it long and hard. And I am bordering 50-50 on wanting to be a full-time VTuber versus just like me sticking it to being just part-time and stuff, because I have real life priorities and things to do as well. I figured that I might not be able to maximize being a full-time VTuber, but maybe that's just because of how I was brought up as a person. I think it's because like I've always thought that my college degree is gonna be like not gonna be used anymore after. I felt really bad because I failed subjects. I grit my teeth. I bled for my school, char. And like I'm taking masters for my professional career as well. Like I feel like at the end of the day, I don't think I'm confident enough to let that go. Not because I'm sunk cost fallacying or whatever, or sunk costing, but I think it's also because like I also like that particular job of mine. Like I also enjoy it, and if I let it go, it's like gonna be really weird for me. Yeah, I guess so. It feels like a lost investment. And kudos to people who can be full-time streamers. I feel like that's so beyond me at this point. You can still risk it for a number of months. Unfortunately, I don't have the benefit of having like money to support that decision though. I don't make enough as it is. I'm still recouping from the major spend recently. But yeah, I don't have the luxury of being able to try it out because I have bills to pay. And in general, right? What I'm making right now is also just like something that helps me pay my bills as well. Like that's the most of it. It really just helps me pay my bills, which I'm really grateful for. I feel like it would have been a lot more difficult to do so had I not had me being a VTuber. Failing subjects are a rude awakening on how serious getting a career. Yeah, it is. Do you still consider VTubing a hobby? Then it boils down to don't make your hobby your job. They don't have that luxury either. It wasn't until they saw I was working out. Unfortunately, I don't think my current state right now allows me to be a full-time VTuber either. I don't really make a lot of money outside of like my main job as well. So like it's totally not enough to support my living expenses right now. And I'm not even living a very expensive life. And I still have to make sure that I'm working like a job and maintaining this to stay alive. So there's that. Most important thing is you have savings. Well, it's kind of hard to make savings if you don't have a lot of money to make in the first place. Getting a bit real here, but some people just have different levels of risk aversion. Some people have safety nets. I wish I had rich parents who can salomi, who can just pretty much like save me from mistakes, but I don't really have, like, my parents are also getting old, so I can't really burden them with stuff like that. And even if I wanted to pursue my dreams, it's going to be a very risky pathway. And I'd rather not sacrifice the stability that I have right now. Like having a job plus being able to at least do this part-time. What's my dream job? I dream of never having to work. I never want a job in the first place. I don't want a job. I don't wanna work. I just wanna be given money without doing anything. Who dreams of working? I mean, fair. Maybe in the line of like what comes down to enjoyable and at the same time it pays the bills and lets you pursue oh my god, my English, lets you pursue the things you want to do while maintaining a healthy work-life balance, then yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess. I don't know. I really wanted to be a librarian before. I really wanted to be a librarian before. It felt like a nice idea to be surrounded by books in a musty old library and like maintaining records and collecting things, or maybe even a museum curator or something like that. What is your dream, really? That's got to be what boils down in choosing your work. Oh, well, yeah. But again, not a lot of people have that kind of opportunity. It's okay though. I'm okay like just being like this. And I'm fairly okay being like doing this part-time. And I hope you guys don't mind either. That I'm not like 24/7 available or anything. Cause right now, unless being a full-time streamer actually pays more than enough of my bills and stuff, just so that I don't go broke and stay alive, it doesn't feel like a sound career path as of now. I can't get this particular part. I don't know how to play poker, that's the thing. And I don't have a poker face. So I don't think I'll be a good example. I'm never gonna do it because I'm not gonna risk myself being broke. Like, it's always going to be a possibility, and I'd rather not land myself in like the streets or whatever, especially since I've got something nice going already to an extent. Like, I swear, people just really don't have that luxury, my dude. If I didn't have anyone to support like other than myself, that would have been okay. But no, I also have to like contribute money because I want to, at least contribute money to like my siblings' education. So it's like it's a lot of things to unpack, really. But anyway, Are you like okay with just that? What do you mean? What do you mean by the just that? Being a librarian? I love how many colors are in this painting. It is a lot. There are 24 colors. I'm not being asked to mix anything though. So there's that as well. Yeah, I don't think risk-averse people would go gambling either. That's fair. Okay, I think this is good progress. How long have we been here? Oh, it's been an hour. Okay. I'm planning on having dinner and then maybe waiting 30 minutes to an hour before I go to bed, just so that I don't like eat too close to meal times. I mean, sleep too close to meal times. Whatever your work is, I hope you're happy. Well, as long as I finish my studies right now, I think I'll be happy. Like, I worked hard enough to at least have a job that I think has meaning, or at least purpose to me. And I feel really nice helping other people out. So I'm fairly okay with it. No, it's still gonna be a bit far from now, but do you plan on painting another piece after this? Maybe! If time permits. I mean, time will always permit. I do enjoy this though, and I feel like it's a lot easier to set up than actually playing a game. And it's just really like, it boils down to me being able to control my brush. So I might. Sabi sa akin, bilis mo mag-aral para ikaw yung magpa-aral sa kapatid mo. To be fair, they didn't ask me for money. It's just that I felt compelled to do it because I also want to help my siblings out, you know? You know how it is, lalo na pag like you're one of the older siblings. Do you still think you'll continue this VTuber stuff once your college stuff is done and land a job somewhere? Oh, but the thing is, I already have a full-time job. And I'm taking post-grad. So this is an additional thing that I'm doing with my time VTubing. I mean, so I feel like I've hit a very nice balance between all of them. I feel like I've hit a very nice balance between all three of them right now. I'm slowly being able to go back to my usual levels of productivity. So I'm fairly like happy with where I am right now. You think you'll require taking a risk, like going abroad for a short contract one for something? If it's tied to my current job, sure. But if it's like a job itself, I'm not sure I can sacrifice what I have right now though. Also, I'm scared of going abroad. I hate airplanes. I'm really scared of airplanes. I'm scared of airplanes. Like I have this rather irrational fear of being up in the sky on a flying vehicle. It's really scary. Okay, I need tissue to dry my brushes. Yeah. I just can't. I've been abroad like quite a few times, like sponsored trips from my rich titos and titas in the States and stuff like that. But I've never been to the States, just like to the Southeast Asian countries. So Hong Kong and Singapore. Because it's the rich titos and titas that fund it. So like yeah. I absolutely hate being in an airplane. I don't want to be in an airplane at all. I'm really scared. Like, I don't know. It's just, it's this rather irrational fear that kind of might be rational as well. But yeah, like I've experienced being up in the sky and then there's turbulence and I was like freaking out. I was trying my best not to have like a panic attack. Yeah. feel like I wouldn't make it at all. If the airplane crashes, I'd be one of the first dead people. Knock on wood. Like knocking on wood really, really hard. Okay. But the view. Oh, well, the view is nice, but I'm very scared. I mean, to be fair, I went with family. It would have been okay. But planes. If you proceed wanting to be a full-time streamer, would you be a variety one or a focused stuff content only? I mean, as it is right now, I don't really do a lot of focused content either. So I'm most likely going to end up being doing a variety streamer kind of like content setup. No hope for you to even visit Japan or even the US. I mean, I would love to visit Japan. I just have to like be 100% assured that this is a safe thing to do. And I know it is. Most of the time it really is. It's just, you know. Yeah, it's just really scary. I'm sorry. I actually like airplane food. I like flight food. It's actually okay. I mean, I'm just like I've never been to business class or whatever, but like even economy food tastes okay. Or maybe I'm just like happy that I'm just being given food. Like here, ma'am, your scheduled food. I'm like, yay! She's afraid of riding the airplane. Yeah, I'm okay with like. I also happen to oddly like hospital food, so like any sense of like people just giving me food that's at least edible, I would be okay with it. I wouldn't really complain. I think that's also part of my upbringing. Oh, basta may pagkain, kainin mo na lang. Sayang naman, binayaran mo rin naman. Me on a plane. Wow, it's been nothing but clouds in the ocean for the past several hours. How about we put you to sleep once the plane started to fly and wake you up when you landed? I feel like that's the most reasonable thing to do, but I don't want to be asleep forever, if you know what I mean. I think that's reasonable though. I remember my mom like asked me to put like headphones on and listen to like this really boring audiobook when we were heading to Singapore at the time. And to be fair, like these are relatively short rides. They're relatively short rides, right? So like imagine what it would do to me if I went on a longer trip, like if I were going like with a layover, was that, or like the kind of like thing that makes you change planes after a while because the plane has to gas up or something. Yeah, imagine if I were in a long haul flight. I don't think I would make it. Yeah, plane rides are very ear poppy. The altitude is insane. You always have to carry gum with you. Don't forget about noisy children. I think my fear of airplanes really stemmed out from when my mother still used to have like a lot of business trips for her job. She always went to like long flights, going to a lot of different places, and sometimes she just doesn't message us back. My mom just doesn't message us back. Like she barely lets us know like, hey, I've landed. And I'm always like sitting in my room like wondering, is my mom okay? I think that's where it started. Wow, it's like I'm breaking down my trauma in front of a therapist. But yeah, I think it's also like partially because of that. Like my parents, or rather my mom in general, like just never told me like, oh, I've already landed, anak. Oh, don't worry anymore. I'm safe. Mommy is safe. I was like, Mom, where are you? You're not letting us. Like, hindi pa nga masyadong uso yung... I remember hindi pa masyadong uso yung social media at the time. So like my only point of contact with my mom was like her emails. So like I would send her emails like, Mom, how are you? Where are you? She just does not reply. She just does not reply at all. It was infuriating. Absolutely infuriating. Do you feel the same with the hotels that offer free breakfast? Heck yeah! I love hotel breakfasts. Really good stuff. Okay, Miria, tell us why airplanes are scary. Because my mom would never tell me that she's okay. if I really have to get on a plane, they'd have to sedate me from another population area. You know what? I share the same sentiment. Sedate me if you want me to board a plane. Tranquilize me or something. But yeah, so that's where it all started. My fear of airplanes. Buffet breakfast in hotels are really nice. I really do like it a lot. Okay, I'm just gonna finish this glob of paint on this brush and maybe call it a night. I still have to eat and I have to sleep. Hopefully this migraine will go away. Cause like right now the headache is, the migraine itself is just like this really unpleasant like heaviness on one side of my head near my eye. It feels like it's gonna pop at some point, but it's just not popping. Yeah, so maybe a little bit more of sleep will be able to help me feel a little bit better, but I'll only find out tomorrow after I wake up. But yeah, so I'm just gonna finish this blob of paint. I don't know if we actually see a lot more progress right now. I hope there is. I'd feel sad if it doesn't seem like there has been progress, but yeah. I still haven't watched Inception, so I don't know which one you guys are referring to there. Lure Miria into the plane with free food. Oh, right, you'd have to wake me up for my airplane food. No. Oh, but if I manage to like save up enough money apart from like I'm predicting that this is probably in 5 years though. If I manage to save up enough money, I would love to go to Japan and visit like temples and stuff. I know a lot of people want to go to Japan for like a lot of like the anime stuff, like the goodies and going to Akihabara and stuff, but I really would love to visit a lot of like the temples there. And I don't know, maybe the scenic countryside to an extent. I feel like that's what I would go for my first trip to Japan. I would also like to take I want to experience like Japanese confectionaries, like sweets, traditional food as well. I would love to taste those things because I feel like I'd like to go for a very quiet experience for the first time I go there before I go to the more the brighter parts. How about onsen? Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure. I have died in a sauna before. So like anything that is remotely hot and has steam, I have very bad experiences with, because like I went to a sauna with like my co-workers before they invited, and then I passed out because it was too hot and steamy and I couldn't see a thing and I couldn't breathe. And I don't know how people manage to stay in saunas, and onsens are essentially like hot springy kind of places, right? I feel like I'm not sure if I would have a good time that way. I'm not sure. I'm scared of passing out because, you know, yeah. Counters and VTubers in Japan. How about riding a ship to go to Japan? Will be okay. I've never been on a ship before, so I'm not sure if I actually get seasickness, but I would love to experience it. I want to go to Japan as a food tourist. Yeah, exactly. You get me. You get me. I would love to taste the food there. Like nice, authentic Japanese food. Most especially the confectionaries, though. I want to have experienced like Japanese sweets, like nerikiri wagashi or something. Yeah, something I would love to experience, definitely. But yeah, it's probably gonna be in 5 years. I feel like yung pag-iipon ko is going to take that long for something to experience like that. Sauna and hot springs are two different things. You might survive hot springs in Japan. I just don't do well with hot stuff, so that's my fear. That's my fear as well. You died, kailan ka nag-respawn? Immediately after. Okay, I still have some globs of paint here. I don't know where to put it. Where do I put this? Okay, here's a small glob. There was this one time we were joking with Bosu, like on the Kometa server, the production server, and like, hey Bosu, what about the next team building going abroad or something? And then we suggested like Japan, and then no, okay, fine. If we get a lot of money in revenue, we should totally go to Japan. I hope that comes true, but you know, I wonder if it's realistic. I hope it's realistic. And then they'd have to put up with me being scared the whole time while I'm in the airplane. Sana Miria ka pa din in 5 years para makwento mo sa amin yung experience. And then someone will ask you, are you even from a tropical country? Yeah, exactly. Environmental and room temperature is so different compared to like actual sauna heat. Plus like the moist air and stuff. Yeah, I can't. I really passed out in a sauna before. It was not the best experience for me. Is that how Bosu really sounds like? Yeah, watch the streams. I make a very good Bosu impression. I make an absolutely convincing Bosu impression. I'd like to like I got that going for myself. Also, look at my paint water. It just looks like the strawberry ganache I had from the previous stream. Okay, so not a lot of progress on this particular front. But yeah, I'd like to think that we still painted a lot of like things here. Lots of the reds and the browns and a little bit of the yellows here. It's not a lot of progress, but it's progress still. Bosu impression right now. What does Bosu like? What does Bosu say anyway? I don't know. Let's look at his Twitter. Let's look at Bosu's Twitter. And let me look at Bosu's Twitter and read things in his voice. Read things in his voice. Let me check. Strawberry taho. No. Okay, wait. I'm looking for Bosu's Twitter. I got locked out of my office and my keys are inside. Assistant, help me. Yeah, he locked himself out of his office. It's crazy. Like, what? Why? I don't know what goes inside Bosu's head. I'm too scared to find out. I'm too scared to find out. But yeah, I'd say I do a pretty solid impression of Bosu. So there's that. Is he able to escape that? I actually don't know. Actually, wait, let me check. Bosu has not tweeted anything after saying he's been locked out of his house. So I hope he's okay. He hasn't tweeted ever since getting locked out of his house or his office or something. So let's just hope and pray that he is okay. All right. Otsumiria, thank you so much for joining. I'm not sure if Assistant San has tweeted anything. Please don't, knowing what goes on Boss's head, probably the psychic damage. I don't want to know, honestly speaking. Like, you know the amount of psychic damage I had to take when they were like showcasing the made pictures in the server before they posted it online. I was like, oh, I need brain bleach. I'm going to die. Yeah. Well, let's find out what happens in the next episode of Bossu's updates. I thought it was Assistant Sama. Well, to be fair, okay, fine. Assistant Sama. Yeah. The assistant is ignoring her boss. Alright, but anyway, tada! That's it for today. Thank you so much for joining my stream. I'm really happy that I still managed to stream even though there's like this painful headache on one side of my head. I'm glad I didn't get to lose a scheduled stream at the very least. I really don't like canceling and postponing. But yeah, now I have to have dinner, take a bath, remove makeup and then take a bath and then hopefully be able to go to sleep. So tada! Thank you very much for joining me today. Thank you for spending your Monday evening with me. I really appreciate it. Renji Ragan, thank you so much for the super sticker. Yeah, time to rest. Otsu, Kayako Omega, thank you so much for the super chat. 3 hearts for you as well. Yeah, thank you for also like listening to me. when I know I always like have times when I have like very serious topics on stream, but you guys also take it in stride and you kind of like bounce ideas off with me. I really appreciate it. So yeah, thank you. Bye bye. I really had fun. So I hope you guys did too. Bye bye. Otsumiria.